Ooh. I think I've mentioned this countless times, but being a K-pop idol will not always be just glamour and luxury, since we all know how harsh the environment is. I mean, they're basically putting themselves out in the public where everyone has an opinion about everything they do. And yes, when I say everything, I mean every little thing they do. And with just one wrong move, they can get a downpour of backlash. And even though how insane it may sound, this is true. Let's have BTS for example. Since the boys are certified global superstars now, the amount of criticism they received is just out of this world. And even though they are well loved, there are still people who don't give a 2 cents about decency.
I hate K-pop. I don't get BTS. How did this become a thing in Western culture?
And have the guts to even spread malicious rumors about them. So when V heard about a YouTuber doing this and more, he decided to step up since enough is enough and promised to even take things to court if she doesn't stop. Do you want to know more about this? Well, stick around because this one is just outrageous. I mean, literally will drive you into rage. Okay, so we all know that YouTube reactors are quite a thing in K-pop right now. I mean, there are countless of them on the streaming platform, and while some create very enjoyable content, while others do very well on their music video analysis, there is a part of this culture that just spreads negativity. A particular YouTuber was busted by fans, and it was said that he is spreading malicious rumors not only about BTS, but also about other K-pop idols such as TXT, aespa, NCT, and the boys. And since fans found it very alarming, they posted about it on Weverse. Let's be honest though, this fan might just be doing this out of concern, and actually receiving a reply from V himself didn't really cross her mind, like really, but since V is a total sweetheart, he gave the post a response and armies were super happy. I mean, it's a total green flag to stand someone as caring and socially aware like V. Taehyung replied with his intent to sue, saying, quote, "Oh, I'll proceed with lawsuits. I could earn some snack money. Mentioning my family and friends? Bye." And boy oh boy, our fave really is serious about this. I mean, despite how excited he is to earn some snack money. ARMY soon flooded social media with their reactions, since it's not every day you get a BTS member to step up against this kind of issue, since it can get pretty messy, and we all know the boys are still enjoying their extended vacation after their successful PTT LA concert, so this gesture is truly appreciated. This is why a fan actually commented that V shouldn't worry himself about the issue, but Tete responded that he didn't mind, saying, quote, "I just skimmed through and all artists, not just us, do not like people like him. All fans, armies may or may not have monitored him, but I will sue on behalf of those who got hurt but didn't have enough courage." See, V knows how his co-idols had enough and understands that while most of them would want to actually address the issue, not everyone has the privilege to do so, which is why he is taking the initiative to finally put these kinds of people where they belong, probably behind bars. After this, fans expected for the YouTuber to finally tone it down, but still, he didn't. Instead, he posted about it on his YouTube community page, and even boasted about it, like, come on, how low can you get? In his post, the YouTuber said, "Breaking, V has personally mentioned this channel on Weverse, says he saw videos. He shouldn't have said snack money, which will make his suit harder, but that's our V. How big can this get? This is the one and only drama channel that the world star BTS personally watches." And ARMY wasn't very happy about this and tweeted, quote, "So the channel owner seems to be proud instead of sorry that V found out about his or her channel? Okay now, at BTS, do your job and protect your artists from people like this. These people seem to be too brave and proud because you don't take action seriously." Sadly, the fan who posted this covered the channel's name to avoid more people checking on his channel, which will give him more clout, so you can go there and bombard him with comments. But that's okay, we don't want him getting more attention, right? After this situation kinda grew big, fans took their reaction to Twitter. Most fans were amazed at how brave V was for addressing the issue, which is pretty sensitive to say the least. And since we all know how K-nets don't like it when idols try to tough this kind of matter, V is pretty determined to finally change that narrative. And a fan on Twitter said, quote, "And yet they do nothing. I hope they get the lawsuit they deserve. So brave of Kim Taehyung to straight up tell him, you will get sued." Another ARMY said, quote, "We love you, Kim Taehyung. You got real ARMY right behind you." And ARMYs will definitely be behind him all throughout this battle. Another pointed out how brave V is for doing this, since this is not how things are usually dealt with. The fan tweeted said, "I commend artist Kim Taehyung for taking a stand for himself and other artists. This truly shows what a wonderful person he is and how he doesn't just care about himself. We need more artists like him. And more artists like him we pray for, since imagine how K-pop might be if we have more people like V, right?" This is actually not the first time addressed such a matter, because he once mentioned how SUING fans and their behavior scare him. V calls out these obsessive fans during a V Live broadcast. On his live, V mentioned how he and his members experienced some pretty scary stuff because of these obsessive fans. This is the reason why the boys started to opt flying using private planes. He started by saying he feels like it's obligation to address the issue on behalf of his members. V then revealed the scary things SUINGs would do by saying, quote, "You know how we get on planes by ourselves? We fly on a charter flight. We actually want to fly on a regular flight, but when we travel long distance or short distance, fans may know beforehand that we will be boarding and sit next to us or in front of us." Insane, right? But this is pretty common, since fans can even buy flight details if they pay the right price. V added that in those private spaces, we don't get to relax as much as we want to, so we were a bit uncomfortable. And to be frank with you, we don't want you to do that. It's really scary. What Taehyung did during this V Live is actually not the norm in K-pop, and you guys know that. Idols tend to just ignore this kind of behavior. You know how they would just hang up, and when SUING start calling their phones during a V Live? Well, JK actually called out his SUING, who called him during a live broadcast. But BTS is different. What I'm trying to say is that most idols have to remain tight-lipped despite being put in uncomfortable situations like this, because they have an image to protect, but which shouldn't be normalized. What we should normalize is idols standing up for themselves, and honestly, there should be more idols who should follow V's footsteps. And while we do wish nothing like this happens again, just in case, there will be more people who think that spreading this kind of rumors about idols is okay. Hopefully our fave can openly shut them down, and if they can get them jailed, then even better. Well, Big Hit and HYBE had not yet issued an official comment about the issue, but fans are expecting to hear from them soon, since the company treats their idols fairly well. How about you? Do you think the YouTuber should go to jail? Also, isn't V super brave for doing that? Don't hesitate to comment down below. Also, make sure to give this video a like and stay tuned for more updates. See you next time.